The true worshippers must worship God in spirit and in truth. Let's get into it. John chapter 4, verse 23 to 24. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in what? In spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Do you see the must? You have to. If you don't worship God in spirit and in truth, what is left? What is the opposite of spirit and truth? Spirit is in you. The Spirit is in you. It's not outside of you, right? So we have in you, in truth. If you worship God in spirit internally, because the Spirit is in you, you worship him in truth, correct? Because know you not that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells where? Outside of you, in the form of an individual flesh man? Or in you? In you, right? So what is the opposite of in spirit and truth? The opposite must be in flesh or outward appearance and lies. You worship God in lies as soon as you worship him in the form of a singular, individual, flesh person. You just read, you must worship him in spirit and in truth. Yes, we read that God created man in his image and in his likeness. But what is the image and the likeness of a spirit? The image and the likeness in which God, who is a spirit, created us is spiritual. You see, a spirit isn't flesh. Or do you really want to get down to that level of arguing? If the spirit is spiritual, meaning it is intangible and internal, it doesn't have a form, it doesn't have a color, it doesn't have a skin color, it doesn't have a hair color, and so on and so forth. If it is internal, how then can it have a fleshly appearance? Try and riddle me that, please. But you choose to worship him in flesh, outward appearance, and lies. Let's move to Matthew chapter 24, verse 23 to 27. This is Christ speaking. Christ, the spiritual mind in you, that is. Then if any man shall say unto you, Look, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise many false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. Where do you perform signs and wonders? Where do people perform signs and wonders to deceive people? Is it not the physical world? Is this physical world not the world where people perform signs and wonders? Don't tell me that people perform signs and wonders in you. Stop talking nonsense. Where did the people ask Christ to perform miracles? To perform, signs and wonders? In physical world, because that's the only way that carnal people who perceive only through the lens of outward appearance, will believe anything. But they don't worship God. They are not the true worshippers. So they don't get signs. They don't get wonders. Because they are performed in the flesh. insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But the elect cannot be deceived because they know that God is a spirit. Christ, the spiritual mind, is in you. So how can I be deceived by some fleshly 3D person, by some antichrist, who will appear in the flesh and will deceive almost every one of you? If I know that Christ is in me, if I know the Spirit, the truth is in me and not in flesh and in lies. Behold, I have told you before. He's telling you again. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. He's repeating himself. The spiritual mind is telling you, if people come to you and say that he, the spiritual mind, comes in the physical world, in the appearance of an individual flesh person, believe them not and don't go with these people, because you will be deceived. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And he is already come in the flesh, in your flesh, in the flesh of every man and woman in which he rises, not in an individual flesh man outside of you. What is the lightning? What is the east? Lightning symbolizes a flash of thought, a realization. Where do you have the realization? In the east. What is the east symbolic of? In the east rises the sun, the light, the truth, the spiritual mind, the Christ. Where does Christ rise? In you. The east is in you. Outside of you is the darkness. Light is in you. Truth is in you. Lies is outside of you. This physical world is the world of darkness. Now you're going to tell me there's light. Darkness means ignorance. Because carnal people are ignorant. Because, why are they ignorant? Because they worship God in flesh and in lies, not in spirit and in truth. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves. Examine yourself right now. Whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you not your own selves? Do you not know your own self? How that Jesus Christ, Yahushua HaMashiach, the spiritual mind, is in you. In you. In you, it says. Where is in you? Except you be what? Reprobates. You are in a reprobate mind if you say that God comes with outward appearance, that God comes in the form of a singular flesh individual. That's a lie. It's telling you. But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. The elect are not reprobates, because they worship God in spirit and in truth, internally, not in flesh and in lies, in ignorance.